There is still hope for The Beginning After the End, even if the first episode was a nightmare. When fans received news that the anime adaptation of The Beginning After the End would be helmed by Studio ACAT, they were devastated. The studio was infamous for turning in unfinished work, and fans didn't want the studio to taint their beloved series. These fears would come true with the release of The Beginning After the End's first episode. The episode was filled with choppy editing, jarring still frames, and voice acting. This disappointed fans greatly, and many believe that Studio ACAT will kill the series. We, however, believe that there is still hope. You heard that right. Studio ACAT can still save the series by correcting their mistakes in the second season. We see the potential the series has, and we are ready to show it to you as well. Fans of The Beginning After the End feared the worst when it was accounted that Studio ACAT would be helming its anime adaptation. The studio is infamous for turning in work filled with still frames and horrible CGI, and they feared that The Beginning After the End would be given a similar treatment. Their collective fears, of course, materialized in the very first episode of the anime. From the onset, several issues were visible. The animation, or the lack of it, was jarring, and it felt as if one were watching a PowerPoint presentation. There was a lack of fluid movement, and it was off-putting. The issues do not stop there. Voice acting is the most crucial part of an anime. If you cannot hear what they say, you do not know what is happening. And if a voice actor cannot convince you that the character they are portraying is real, the entire anime is bound to fail. This is what happens with The Beginning After the End. Just a few minutes into the first episode comes a scene where an entire city is being nuked. While one expects screams filled with pain and panic in this scene, ACAT instead chooses to use generic screaming effects for it. All these factors combine to worsen the viewer experience. Every time a person is about to lean into the anime, a still frame throws them off, hampering the experience, and the fan feedback makes it clear that several people have experienced the same. But since we believe in redemption, we are willing to look over the first episode of the series and tell you all that there is hope. There is hope that The Beginning After the End can get better if Studio ACAT is willing to improve. Something that can work in ACAT's favor is The Beginning After the End story. It is clear from the first episode of the series that The Beginning After the End is a slow burn story. Every single detail is explained in great depth, and the pacing of the series during the beginning is quite slow. Now, how does this work out for Studio ACAT? Simple. The slow plot is a chance for the studio to get better than adapting the series before the plot actually starts hitting its stride. This time offers a critical opportunity for the studio to listen to the feedback from the audience and get better at adapting the second season of the anime. There are several ardent fans of the series who are willing to give constructive criticism to the studio, which, if followed, could improve the series by a huge margin. Investing in better animation and CGI quality, enhancing the storytelling, and staying true to the source material. These are things that the fans want from the studio, and investing in the above will serve to regain the trust they have lost from the audience so far. The future of The Beginning After the End hinges on the studio's willingness to listen to the backlash from the fans. Every adaptation has the potential to evolve, and with a story like The Beginning After the End, the potential is boundless. All the creators need to do is rise to the challenge and deliver a product that reflects their learnings and overcomes their shortcomings.